Welcome to Pull Planning in less than 6 minutes with EcoAmmo. Pull planning is part of a larger system called Last Planner. You can learn more about Last Planner through the Lean Construction Institute. Basically, pull planning is planning backwards. We do this to get a clear definition and alignment on what done means. We begin with the end in mind to ensure we are delivering value in the eyes of the customer, and we work together as a team to optimize the whole, instead of only working in silos, where we can only really understand how to optimize our own work. Why do we work backwards? Well, think about reciting the alphabet backwards. You really have to think about it. If you're reciting it forwards, it's a no-brainer, but thinking backwards means you have to really go through the steps. Okay, Y is next, and X, etc. It's just like in pull planning, where we have to think through what work has to be completed before I can do my work. Pull planning is a visual representation of the network of commitments from everyone on the project, identifying how they can all work together in order to deliver this building. And that visual representation is done usually with stickies, and the stickies have a section that shows what you need in order to get your work done, and also what you will give, what you will deliver on. Stickies can look like anything, but basically the main message is we need to know what it is you're delivering on, what do you need in order to deliver, and also the approximate duration. How we start is just basically by taking the whole process, we put it onto a schedule, and then we identify any known constraints, like when the owner wants to move in or when the owner needs cost certainty. And then we start from there by pulling the first milestone back, and the team works together to think about the end in mind of that milestone and what network of commitments have to be done in order to deliver it on time. And those stickies with the durations and the human power identify our burn rate, which becomes our forecast. And then we can track against that. All right, let's try out a real pull plan exercise. And because we're doing this for our construction industry, let's build a little building. This one is a very simple building. It's actually a dog bed for my dog, Bumble. As we explained earlier, we have to start with the end in mind, thinking about what value is to Bumble. And really, it's sleeping in a warm bed. So we start there and then we pull backwards. Please note, we only have one swim lane here, so we only have one discipline. So we won't really have a bunch of handoffs to different swim lanes, which we would on a normal project, but we're trying to make this simple for y'all so you can catch on easily. Now, what is value for Bumble moving in? And here is that sticky right here. Dog moves into the house. Then if we look at the handoff, because this is all about the network of commitments, the next handoff is adding the bed. So we find that sticky, we put that there, and the next sticky is install heat lamp. So we find that sticky over here, and through the magic of the internet, we have it all done here. So as you can see, the handoff is very clear. Adding bed here was needed, and it was delivered here. Installing heat lamp was needed, and it was delivered here, on and on. You can see that these two stickies are done at the same time. So the full duration isn't 7 days, it's only 5, because these things can be done at the same time. And because ordering materials was what they both needed. And so that's the sticky that goes before them. The last step of the team is to read their stickies forward to make sure it all makes sense. There is a problem though, because this is taking 23 days with our ideal durations. And if we put that onto a calendar, that's going to take us more than a month, because we want to make our work sustainable. We don't want to burn people out and make them work evenings and weekends. So it's going to take us more than a month. And the puppy is coming sooner than planned. So how do we shrink this? Well, we can align more things on one day than doing it all sequentially. So we can build the walls, install the roof, install the heat lamp, add the bed, and Bumble can move in all in one day instead of like 5 days. So we've shrunk it down to 17 days, but still it's not quite enough. Bumble's coming real soon. You might have already guessed this, but you can also purchase a pre-built doghouse. So now we just have 2 days to really decide on the budget, location, get the dog house. You might want to add a little heat lamp for him, etc. Put the bed in. Bumble moves in. And now we are down to 2 days and Bumble's happy, everybody's happy. Thanks for watching Pool Planning in under 6 minutes with EcoAmmo. If you'd like to learn more about our services, please check out our website.